I mean, we have national security, but we should remember this. Data is the new blood, and we must secure it. We need the data. That's why we're building the data centers. That's why we're minting. That's why we're building the blockchain and the Web3. The Web3 to store the data and information of this continent. Our aim is to build Ghana's first Web3 platform to support the National Sovereign Wealth Fund. Migrate all national data to a national Web3 platform and store our health records. I mean, to build this government blockchain, we should have the department to really store our health records, our academic records, our stocks of commodities, and agro reserves on the blockchain network, our gold reserves, our land reserves, all the reserves. See, you could see that these pillars are supporting the ministries, and now corruption will be hard for one to commit. Because we're creating wealth, creating jobs amongst ourselves, and we don't need to rob ourselves anymore. But we need to have these platforms to support our stocks and our records. See, we have to make the government transactions, data and information transparent. This system is going to make it impossible to edit. You can't enter again. If we have 10 million ounces of gold, we have 10 million ounces of gold. If it's reserves, no one can change it. You can't edit it. We have to make this a national data and information base that is also publicly accessible. That is the free country that we want to live, with such an economic freedom. That's what we need. At this point, transparency and accountability is a necessity. We need it as a country. Now, if the government wants to know you, or the government wants to know about you, then you must know about the government. And that's what this, our new Ghana, is going to do for us. Transparency. Bring real accountability and responsibility. Pillar 12, we're coming close to the end of this presentation. And Pillar 12 is the pillar at the cornerstone of this country that a lot of people cannot see the value of it, and we did not invest in it right. So we're now becoming victims to the international world for those who have trained us and made us better. And that's sports and the creative industry. Well, I know that Ghana has breeded a lot of stars, musicians, footballers, but how many of them? You can probably count them. Our approach to the sports and creative industry is ownership and control. We need this. We need ownership and control. We have to own the academies, own the music catalogs, and own the distribution power. How are we going to do this? Let's start by the sports. I mean, first of all, everybody watches football from outside every day, and they actually depend on it. But hey, we can invest in the sports sector. Basketball, lawn tennis, and boxing, and etc. Well, this is our plan. First, we're going to build 16 multifunctional sports academies in all the regions, because we don't know where Ronaldo is, we don't know where Messi is. You can find them in any of the region, and therefore we're not going to discriminate. We make sure that there are academies to search for these talents everywhere in Ghana, and we're going to nurture them, grow them, own them, and they also have to own us. Now, what happens when we build these multifunctional sports academies? You see, it attracts something. It attracts educational investors, where they come to yourself to the academies. And your child might be in the academy, but there is an education to support them